Carrie here from Wyoming Sisters, and I just had a project share. Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's been a while since we've posted any new videos, but with Christmas, I was working on projects and so was Kathy. Kathy was very busy as well, and I just didn't get things taped before, after I made them. My hands are a mess because I've been playing with my Gelli Plate. Hubby got me a Gelli Plate for Christmas. He actually got me 4 different kinds of Gelli Plates, and so I wanted to share with you some of the projects I did with that. You're gonna think I got obsessed with peacocks, but I had some stencils that I'd gotten at a garage sale that were in with all this crafting stuff I use for my nephews. They have like a shelf and it has kids crafts, and so I knew that there were some stencils there and I wanted to play with the Stencil Technique. So this is just a wooden, or just a paper cardboard stencil, and I use this on a lot of the Gelli prints. I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now these are all just blank inside. They don't have any sentiments. But I really had fun. I used a Gelli print, and then I printed over, and then I used Sharpie marker and some Gelli roll pens to accessorize my peacocks. That's such a funny word, peacock. And so here are just a few of here are a few of the cards I made. With this one, it has a little sparkle. I used my little, what's it called, an eye rock? I use this. It's from Tulip. It's actually for t-shirts, but you can use it to attach jewels and rhinestones to paper as well. And I just kind of sat in front of the TV and doodled on these. So there are some really fun color combinations that are pretty wild that I would never do on my own. But the point is to kind of stretch myself and be a little more like artsy kind of prints, things that I wouldn't normally do. This one is really fun. I had a bunch of 8x8 cardstock that was just plain cardstock, and I had been using it for a few years, so the only colors left were kind of the leftover colors, if you know what I mean. And so I thought, well, I'll just Gelli print over them since I'm just practicing techniques. But I was really pleased. Even as a beginner, you can get some really fun effects and have a lot of fun with it. This one, the grid, I used plastic canvas to get kind of that blue grid. And I learned the big bubble wrap that I have, that is the big dots, that's what's causing the background. So with really simple tools you can get some really fun effects, and I just used paint that I already had. These peacocks are a different orientation, and so you can see I went crazy with the peacocks, but I got a variety of effects. So that is going to be something that's going to be kind of fun to continue to experiment with and learn on. I know peacocks are not green and orange, but I was just playing around. I don't know, maybe you guys have some good ideas. Right now it's just the peacock on the front and blank inside. So I would be open to any suggestions of what kind of sentiment would go along with the peacock cards. So then the next thing I did is I played with the Gelli Plate. And my little, that was on the bigger plate, the 8.5 and 11 plate that I did the 8x8 papers. And so then I got the little Gelli Plate and I put it on my acrylic block and I practiced printing. These I'm going to make Valentine's Day cards. You can see there's like a little heart pattern. I used a little foam stamp, and I also used a comb. So I think these little hearts are so sweet. I think I'm going to make some Valentine cards with those. This one I used a foam stamp on a card and some, let me zoom in a little bit, folks, thanks. I used craft cardstock, and then for the Gelli print it was just cream and brown paint and a foam stamp that I got for 25 cents at a secondhand store. Where is it? Yep, here it is. It's a pretty, it's corner scroll, and you can see right there, 25 cents. So, you know, when you see me picking up all sorts of crap at garage sales, I actually do use it. And then on the inside, it just says, thanks for your kindness. I was going to use it on the front, but I really wanted the print to show. And then I just had some chipboard pieces that I had picked up at Michael's a long time ago, and I used, what are these even called? Metallic rub-ons, virtually acid-free. Well, I don't care about acid-free when I'm doing cards because those are just going to eventually end up in the garbage. And I got these from Joann's a few years ago. You can see I've used it. I don't really use the brown so much, but the brown looked really good on the craft because the craft chipboard pieces needed just a little bit of zhuzh. And you can see I got a variety of different prints. So each of these cards is different, but it didn't take very long to make once I decided the layout. That's the part that always takes me forever, is figuring out layouts of cards. So those are kind of my Western Elegance cards that are thank you cards. And then I did some really fun prints. I had these cards. I picked them up at Michael's a few months ago, and they were dirt cheap. It seems like for 80 cards it was like $5 or something like that. Very affordable, but some of the colors are really bright. So I thought, you know, I could just print directly on these cards. If I didn't like it, I can always cover it up. So I have some really crazy looking cards. They're really bright, but I think that'll work well for you know, the cards for hospitalized kids. So this one just says happy birthday, you take the cake. These papers are from the Die Cuts with the View celebration stack. This was a special buy, so then I used my coupon, so I got that for like $3 and some cents because he probably only had a 40% off coupon. So it's nice because when my materials are so affordable, I feel like if I mess up, it's no big deal. Surprisingly, so far I've only thrown away one card front, and that was a peacock card front because I glued it on crooked, and when I tried to pull it up, I ripped it. So I'm surprisingly happy with all of these. Of course, you know, with jelly printing, I think it's embracing the imperfection. So with this one, I used one of these stamps. That's one I picked up at a garage sale that I never thought I would use, but it actually worked really good with this. There's the jelly print background. I used pink and blue, and then I used just a cheap plastic comb like this and moved it up and down to get that chevron texture. And then I used my good old standby, my polka dot stamp, to kind of add some more visual interest. The nice thing about these two is these are a one-layer card, I think it would mail really well. You wouldn't be charged any extra postage, where sometimes I get carried away and get those 5-pound cards. This again, I used some more of those garage sale stamps. It has a grid background that I made using plastic canvas. I also tried to stamp like a cupcake and some birthday candles, but you can't really see those. Those got kind of lost in the print. You never know what's going to happen when you do a jelly printing. This again, I used the scroll print. I was printing on the orange cards because orange is Shane's favorite color, but it's my least favorite color. Oh, orange and peach, I don't like it. So I was trying to use up the cards I wasn't so crazy about. That way I don't feel bad if I messed them up. And then this again is a little piece I got from the celebration sack, and I had a stamp that said happy. And to stamp over the paint and everything, I just used this Color Box pigment stamp pad. It's in black. It worked pretty good. I did get a little bit of smearing on this card, but again, I'm embracing the imperfection. And I just got that at a garage sale. Fine. And then the card, I think that is actually my favorite card. The one I think turned out the best was this one. Of course, these are like the colors I like. Here, let me put this behind so it doesn't... Gee, do you think I like this color? I'm such a dork. Okay, so this is jelly print, and then I had some leftover paint on the stamp from pushing it into the jelly plate, so I put it up there, and then I stamped thank you in gold embossing powder so it would stand out, and it needed just a little something extra, so I added some buttons. These were buttons I had from Doodlebugs when all my crafts used to be up, and they had good service, I could order like lots. So I would get, you know, like 50 bags of little sequins, or, you know, a set of a whole bunch of doodlebug embellishments, or get them very affordably. So I sometimes I have things that I don't think I'll ever use, and you end up having the perfect thing. And it's kind of nice because I was able to just stay at home because the weather is frightful. It was very, very cold yesterday. I had to go to the grocery store and it was like 4 below, but then you add in the wind and it was just miserable. So staying at home and crafting is really nice, and it justifies me having all this stuff, right? Because then I don't have to leave the store. So thanks so much for watching. Please let me know if you've had any Gelli Plate adventures, or if you have any ideas of what kind of sentiment would go good with the peacocks. I was thinking maybe You Make Me Proud as a peacock, but that would be good for like a kid, but it wouldn't probably be good for my nephews because the peacocks are kind of girly. Thanks so much for watching. Signing off from the Wild West. Bye!